Hello, I'm Stan Utley. I teach at Greyhawk Golf Club. I'm here with Jim, who developed the Orange Whip products. And Jim and I got to know each other because he came to see me to help him with his short game a couple years back. Well, the interesting thing is he has a great golf swing and has no trouble with his full swing because he applies the principles that caused him to develop and train with the Orange Whip trainer. And so because he knows how to swing the club, load the club, unload the club, ball striking rarely ever gives you issues, right?
Exactly.
Well, unfortunately, in my mind, you didn't apply those same great principles when it came to short game. Now we have the Orange Whip wedge and the Orange Whip compact that allows you to take those principles and make small swings and get some feedback. So, Jim, I want to see you hit a little pitch shot. We're hitting it about 10 yards with a regular wedge. And oh, I see that you've improved a lot since our first lesson.
That's correct.
But before, Jim had a little tug on the handle like most people that come to see me struggling. He was trying to keep his hands ahead the whole time, which made his back leg kind of dip and his shoulder fall back. But, you know, give him a snippet of what the Orange Whip does, the trainer does for your full swing. Make a full swing and give him a tip or two that you know you're working on when you make this full swing.
What I'm trying to do is I want to get my hands, arms, and body to all flow together with my footwork and finish with my body facing the target.
I love that.
So
and what I see is like every club in your bag, if you're fit for a golf club, it fits you for the actual flex of the shaft and the unflex of the shaft. And with the trainer, it forces the person to learn how to do that most naturally. But when you came with the short game, you shoved your hands forward. You didn't have that same rhythm and balance. So let's see you make a short shot with the compact and find that rhythm and balance on a small swing. So I like narrow feet. I'm going to tip my upper body a little more left than I would in a full swing. Now you just make that same little rhythm back and rhythm through, and it's okay. Look here, instead of pulling down with the grip and keeping the handle ahead, it's okay that when you release the club back down, you turn and you let the club head pass. This end stays pointed back at the center. It doesn't lead and get way off here forward. So you make this little turn. Now you've released the club. That's free. Now let's see if we can try this same shot that you hit before with the Orange Whip wedge. And for you guys who try this at home, if you're still thinning it and topping it and maybe squirting it out to the right, I promise you your hands are ahead and the shaft is kicked backwards. So see if you can swing smooth like you did with the compact. Let the head release back. So that was a nice shot. It might have been one dimple thin. So see if you can let this end is going to swing less. Go ahead and hit a shot. Okay. I want this end to swing less. Oh, see, yeah. When I slowed down his left arm from pulling, the wedge released itself, came back and nipped the surface, and you hit a clean shot, pitched it in the air. It's funny how people, they try to help it in the air when the fact is your wedge already aims up in the air. And if you just let it release itself back and brush the turf with the bounce that's designed on the wedge, it'll hit a shot and you'll start to get this sense of, wow, this shot isn't as hard as it was than I've been making it.
So Stan, if I want to progress further, what would you recommend? Like how many reps or swings? How would I get this motion to become part of my life rather than take away that old motion?
Well, people are always asking me for drills, and I honestly, I'm not a big guy that says you have to do this or that, and my kind of sarcastic answer is more than none would help your game. But with the compact and the wedge, you can make 20 or 30 swings in the office, at home at night, maybe watching TV, and get this rhythm and feel. Then when you get a chance to go to the golf course, I might hit 5 or 6 with the wedge and then go back to the regular wedge and bounce back and forth so that you get the feel of letting that shaft unload properly. But you have to know how to hit the shot with your regular club because it is stiffer. It does have some shaft flex, but we got to get that club released back so that you're brushing the ground and pitching these in the air nicely.
That's great. I appreciate that because that's going to help me to get comfortable with it. I've gotten comfortable in my full swing. Now bring it to the short game.
Fantastic. I know you're going to love this. When you try the wedge and the compact and all the clubs or all the trainer Orange Whips, because that's going to help you get your rhythm and shoot lower scores.